This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Eddie Hearn here in Birmingham. Eddie, great night of boxing, work our way through the card. The main event was just starting to warm up as he came to an abrupt end there, but what did you make of Tyler Denny's win?
It was good 5 rounds. You know, I think that Fiaz-Baker, you know, the worry going into this fight was that Fiaz-Baker would be rusty. How much of that period of inactivity and you know, let's be honest, bad living would catch up with him. And I thought he looked rusty in the opening rounds. His feet looked a little bit slow. I felt that he was starting to find some more shots in, was it the 4th or the 5th, but then copped a big right hand at the end of the 5th round. And he was starting to unravel. The cut definitely didn't help with a headbutt. But Tyler Denny's a guy that's going to come on as well late in the fight. I think no complaints with the scorecards that we saw. I think the way the fight was going, you would have to say that Tyler Denny was a big favourite at that stage because of the way that he fights. And, you know, it was a good win for him. You know, he's a nice kid. And, you know, now we're not sure what's next for Felix. That's going to be a decision for him.
We saw Ben Shalom arrive today, your first time meeting as far as I'm aware. What were the conversations like there?
Nothing really, just said hello. He brought a couple of people with him and some security as well, which was fun. I mean, it's good. Look, I think sometimes you've got to break the seal. You know what I mean? I'm sure he would have been a little bit sort of apprehensive tonight, but once he got it, the hospitality is always there for him. And, you know, he should realise that you can win these fights. Like, you know, a lot of the fights that we've been trying to make, he might have won some of them as well. And when you drive home after getting an away day win, it's like having a football club. You know, when you go on an away day and you get a win, it's fucking sweet. So he'll be driving home, you know, with a chirp on tonight, and hopefully it'll encourage him to make more fights. There's some great fights. This was a purse bid they had no choice with, but look at what happened to Tyler Denny, you know. Like, his profile's gone through the roof fighting on my show. Great fight, great atmosphere, and then he goes back to Sky and they've got, you know, not a new fighter, but an improved fighter. And, you know, we should keep trying to do that amongst ourselves, all the promoters.
One thing that, just to stick with him, obviously he promotes Fiaz-Baker, and I spoke to Fraser, there's been rumours of him potentially facing Fabio Wardley on the Joshua undercard due to be announced. Is there anything in that?
Not. As far as I know.
Lewis Crocker and Conor Walker, unbelievable fight.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant fight. For me, one of the fights of the year. It's so weird because most people on my row had it a draw or Crocker just edging it. And then when I got in the ring, the whole of the zone broadcast, all the media had Walker winning. I guess it's what you like. You know, it was the power of Lewis Crocker, but it was the activity of Conor Walker. Like, he didn't stop. And I've got a bit of a soft spot for Conor Walker, to be honest with you. And I just thought he was amazing. Like, he came over to me at the end and said, thanks for everything. You know, it was always a dream of mine to fight on a Matchroom show, like as if to say, I guess that's me done now. And I said, mate, Andrew, you got my word. You will be back. It's so exciting to watch. And it was a fight that could have gone either way.
Where does Paddy Donovan fit into the equation?
He's signed to fight Lewis Crocker. You know, they've got that in their contract. So we'll see if that's next. Look, I don't even rule out, in all honesty, a rematch with Conor Walker. You know, or Conor Walker against Paddy Donovan. Who knows? But, you know, a big win for Lewis Crocker. And, you know, we'll see what's next for him.
Shannon Ryan defeats Emma Dolan. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I thought it was a very close fight. I mean, the knockdown was a massive turning point in the fight. If I'm honest, I don't want to moan because it sounds like, but if you watch it back, there was 3 or 4 shots to the back of the head before the knockdown. I thought Emma Dolan boxed really, really well. Shannon was a little bit predictable at times, but fought hard, and a fight that could have gone either way. But the knockdown was probably the difference on the scorecards.
One fight which was pulled very late into kind of the equation was Akib Fiaz and Kane Baker, their rematch. What can you tell me, any more details as to why that did not go ahead?
No, you heard me say, I don't see the point in hiding behind anything. I was made aware of some irregular betting activity, and I had to follow that out. I did it myself. I did it with Frank Smith and our legal team, the Gambling Commission, and I had to make a decision back based on the information that I received. I spoke to many people around the situation, and I made a decision to pull the fight. It's the first time I've ever dealt with anything like this in 15 years. I then called Robert Smith at the board and told him everything that had happened and my thoughts and my decision. He said, absolutely, you're right. And now it's over to them to deal with the situation. Disappointing, but can't say too much more because in reality, the truth will come out and we'll find out what really went on.
Away from that, you did announce a fight tonight, Catterall-Prograis. How did we end up with that one? What happened to Arnold Barboza?
Yeah, it's a massive fight and it's gone down so well, to be honest with you. I think that sometimes the fights that get made you know, on a sixpence and real quickly can sometimes be some of the best fights. We were really trying to make the Arnold Barboza fight. They were painful. And Regis-Prograis just stepped up literally 24, 48 hours ago and said, listen, is that done? I'll fight Jack Catterall. You know, I need a big fight. I need a big win. I had a great fight with Josh Taylor in the UK. Let's make it happen. We signed the fight this morning, got it announced. The Co-op Arena is a stunner. It's going to be a massive card August 24th, and I think it's one of the best fights in the division outside of the championship fight. So fair play to both. Another big card in the UK.
The AJ announcement on Wednesday. Any more details you can give us?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe now.
Maybe we'll see you Wednesday. You know, who knows?
One final thing everybody needs to know. Last night, the railway in the mixed grill.
Mate, you've had it off down there. You should eat for free. I mean, can I just say, there's a lot of tweets going, I hope Eddie got the bill. You didn't even give me a chance to get the bill. You ordered the food and paid up at the bar, because obviously it was that kind of establishment. I was more than happy to pay. But after the exposure you've given the railway in, if they ever charge you for food again, make sure you never, ever set foot in there again. But I would say, what a unique experience. An old school English pub with an Indian restaurant in it. And you said that's like the norm around here. We don't have anything like that in Essex, mate. I'm thinking about opening one myself. Spot on. Great time in Birmingham. Off to Phoenix we go.
The best things come from Birmingham and Black Country, Eddie. So I'll see you soon.
Cheers, mate.